you guys, how are you all? I hope you all are having a splendid day today. Today I'm going to make a very chit chatty video, and I know if you have clicked on this video, you already know what it is about. And if you actually watch the content on my channel, you know we are always ready to chat and chit. I'll reel it down. So basically we are going to talk about how many? 10. 10 habits that if you form, and 10 things that if you do in your life will become more centered, your life will become more focused, and your life will become more simplified. I think you guys, because we scroll too much, we are always in front of the screen, we are always thinking about 10,000 things, we are always keen to multitask because we have so much going on, whether it's pandemic, whether it's a family responsibilities or a career or a ambition, or things that we want to watch, or things that we places that we want to see, or books that we want to read, and people that we want to meet. We just want to do so much. And yes, that kind of drive and that kind of ambition is very, very important. It keeps you going. However, इस सब चक्कर में ना हमारा जो हैसल है, हमारा जो हसल है, ये हमारे दिमाग में घुस जाता है. And it prevents us from being centered. It prevents us from keeping calm. It prevents us from just focusing on one thing at a time and being at peace. जब हम लोग सोने भी जाते हैं तो उस वक्त हम लोग इतनी सारी चीजें सोचते रहते हैं कि हम नींद हमें थकने की वजह से आ जाती है. हम सोच सोच के थकते हैं, तब हम सोते हैं. ऐसा भी हमें नहीं लगता है कि चलो अच्छा अभी 11 बज गए अभी हम सो जाते हैं, अपना माइंड स्विच ऑफ कर देते हैं, क्योंकि हमारा माइंड ऑफ ही नहीं होता. हेंस वी हैव टू टेक कॉन्शियस स्टेप्स टू मेक अवर लाइफ सिंपलर और मेक अवर लाइफ कामर, मेक अवर लाइफ मोर सेंटर्ड. और मैं आपको बताने वाली हूँ 10 चीजें जिसे करने के बाद शायद आप अपनी लाइफ स्टैंडर्ड को इम्प्रूव कर सकते हैं और अपनी लाइफ में थोड़ी पीस, थोड़ी कामनेस ला सकते हैं. लेट्स गो. Number 1, be mindful when you're eating. You guys, we have so much going on right now that अगर हम जब खाना भी खा रहे होते हैं ना, तभी हमें मोबाइल चेक करना होता है. हम खाना खाते वक्त किसी से बात करते हैं. We don't have time to meet our friends or our loved ones, so we call them up for dinner or lunch, or we meet them for coffee and stuff like that, and we just keep chatting with them. And we never even look at our plates for one like full conscious second. हम 10 मिनट 8 मिनट में खाना खा के उठ जाते हैं. We are basically inhaling our food. And I'm not saying that just for you or other people. It includes me. You know, I have a really low metabolism and I gain weight very, very easily. And my mother told me, what if you just look at your plate and just like let it register कि आप क्या खा रहे हो. It's not like कि मुझे होश नहीं रहता मैं कितना खा रही हूँ, but मैं उसको चबाती रही हूँ, which just doesn't help the situation at all. You need to make sure that you chew your food, you make sure you're with your food. You should make sure that your body and your mind knows that you're eating right now. सो इट इज़ वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट कि जब आप अपना खाना खाएं, अगर हर मील में ये पॉसिबल नहीं होता है, तो कम से कम 1 या 2 मील्स तो ऐसी ले ही अपने अपनी पूरे 24 घंटे में. When you are just eating, you don't have your phone in your hand. In fact, you don't even have your phone within your reach. You don't have the TV on. You don't have your laptop with you. You're not working. You're not chit-chatting. You're not doing anything. It's you and the food. It helps you be centered, it helps you concentrate on what you're eating, and it also helps your body and mind register that food even more effectively. Number 2, celebrate small moments. Guys, मुझे पता है that we all are very ambitious people. We are highly driven by the fact that we need to achieve more, we need to earn more, we need to build ourselves a life that we always dreamt of and aspired for. And as I said, this ambition, this drive is extremely important. वरना हम कम के लिए settle करने लग जाएंगे and हमारी life आगे बढ़ेगी ही नहीं. And trust me, I am also a very, very, very ambitious person, sometimes to my own, own like detriment. So I get that. छोटी छोटी चीजें हो जाती है, छोटी छोटी खुशियां आ जाती है, and I forget to celebrate it. And I'm like, okay, ठीक है, ये हो गया, but let's aim for much bigger. And I forget these small moments. But you guys, we cannot keep on waiting for big things to arrive. I'll tell you one thing. When my CLAT results came in, I didn't celebrate them because I had taken 1 year drop, and whatever marks I got in the CLAT exam at that time, I thought कि इतना तो मिलना ही चाहिए था यार, एक साल पढ़ाई करी है. So I was like, yeah, okay. I took it for granted. And then when I reached my law school, and there were a lot of people, who got in the same range of marks because, we were in the same law school. They were telling me things कि हम इतना celebrate कर रहे थे हमारे CLAT marks, हमारे CLAT result. And I'm like, I have never celebrated anything. I've not celebrated my 12th results, CLAT marks, my job, nothing. And it's because I'm like, okay, fine, this has happened. इतनी मैंने मेहनत की है तो ये तो होना ही चाहिए था. This is the bare minimum that I deserve. Newsflash. The world does not owe you anything. Let's repeat with me, alright? The world does not owe you anything. If you have gotten a happiness, a success, a good moment has come into your life, you should feel that you are blessed. You should be thankful, you should be grateful, and you should enjoy and cherish that to the fullest. हमारे साथ जब कुछ बुरा हो जाता है, हमें बैड न्यूज आती है, तो हम उसमें पूरी शिद्दत से दुख मनाते हैं, परेशान होते हैं, उसके बारे में एंशियस हो जाते हैं, लेकिन खुशी नहीं मनाते. एंड आई थिंक व्हेन वी स्टार्ट सेलिब्रेटिंग स्मॉल मोमेंट्स, वील गेट इनटू द हैबिट ऑफ बीइंग हैप्पी. आई थिंक आजकल हम खुश रहना और खुश होना भूल गए हैं. तो अगर हम छोटी छोटी खुशियों को सेलिब्रेट करेंगे तो हमें खुश रहने की हमें आदत पड़ जाएगी, और हमारी जो ये फेस की मसल्स है ना, उन्हें ऐसे स्माइल करने की भी आदत पड़ जाएगी. सो आई थिंक इट्स अ मसल दैट यू हैव टू वर्क ऑन. सो सेलिब्रेट स्मॉल मोमेंट्स. Number 3, please make sure that you have a place in your house that you work on, and make sure that it is decluttered and comfortable. देखिए, अगर आप मेरे जैसे वर्क फ्रॉम होम कर रहे हैं एंड यू आर इन सम काइंड ऑफ कॉर्पोरेट जॉब सेटअप, it's very important for you to have a space where you work. Like for example, you have a space where you eat, you have a space where you sleep, you have a space where you keep your clothes. Then why not have a designated space where you work? इससे आपको क्या होगा? इससे आपकी जो बॉडी है और आपका माइंड है, it will register the fact that whenever you're sitting there, it will register that this is where I start working. और जब आपका काम खत्म हो जाएगा, आप वहां से उठ के कहीं और चले जाएंगे, your mind and body will register, okay, work day over. What happens in work from home, that boundaries between work and life has just completely diminished. So वो boundaries हमें खुद बनानी होंगी. And so, once you have that designated space, you will have that peace, and you will have that, set boundaries for work. And at the very same time, you guys, it should also be decluttered and comfortable. अगर आप वहाँ 9-10 घंटे के लिए बैठने वाले हैं, so it can't be something that irks you a little bit. That is not, the chair is not so comfortable, the table is not the perfect size, the table is not the perfect height, you don't have a proper armrest, you don't have a proper place you put your feet on. You can't have all those things. It needs to be extremely like personalized and made for you. जब आप अपने लैपटॉप पे काम कर रहे हैं, सो वट एवर वॉल दैट यू फेस, वट एवर फर्नीचर दैट यू फेस, वट एवर यू फेस शुड बी एज decluttered एज पॉसिबल. हमारे सामने अगर क्लटर होता है, हमारे आसपास जो क्लटर होता है ना, वो हमारे दिमाग में भी चला जाता है. And when you're sitting on your work space, you cannot afford to have a cluttered mind. You're supposed to have a very productive mind. So for that, you need to have a very decluttered surrounding and very comfortable space around the space where you work, around the setup on which you sit down to work every single day. Number 4, you should have a designated time to wake up and sleep. गाइस, हमें लगता है कि हम फोन पे स्क्रॉल करते रहते हैं, ऑफिस से थक जाते हैं, कितने भी बजे सो, 2 बजे, 3 बजे, पता ही नहीं लगता. रील्स इतनी इंटरेस्टिंग होती हैं, यूट्यूब शॉर्ट्स इतने इंटरेस्टिंग होते हैं, लोगों की स्टोरीज इंटरेस्टिंग होती हैं. लाइक ओके ठीक है, लेट मी जस्ट सी वेयर दिस पर्सन हैज गॉन टू, व्हाट इज माय फेवरेट सेलिब्रिटी डूइंग, कटरीना और विकी की और कोई रस्म की फोटो आई या नहीं आई. तो वी आर वेरी इंटरेस्टेड इन ऑल दैट, और उसमें 2 बज गए, 3 बज गए, पता नहीं लगता. लेकिन यू गाइज, we have to make sure that you have a set maximum time जिस पे आप सोएंगे, and set maximum time जितना तक आप सो सकते हैं. For me, it's 2 o'clock max. Now 2 o'clock also, like if people who sleep at like 10 would be like कितनी बिगड़ी हुई लड़की है, 2 बजे सोती है. But 2 is the ceiling for me. No matter what, I don't stretch it beyond that. Now there have been days where I have to work and I'm traveling or something like that where it does get stretched. But for me, in my mind, 2 is just is the ceiling. I don't stretch it beyond that. तो उस वजह से मुझे पता है मेरी बॉडी क्लॉक ऐसी है कि 7 घंटे 7.5 घंटे में मेरी नींद खुल जाती है. So I'll also wake up after a certain point of time, and then afterwards I'll be able to get on with my day accordingly. So that's how I'm able to structure my day properly. और मेरे दिमाग में ये रोज रोज क्वेश्चन नहीं आता कि आज कितने बजे सोऊं और आज कितने बजे उठूं, because I know my maximum ceiling and I adhere by it. So to have a simplified and very structured routine, and also a disciplined one at that, just have a maximum ceiling. I'm not telling you to be very very particular about it कि मुझे 10 बजे सोना है तो 10 ही बजे सोना है, क्योंकि मुझे समझ में आता है. I work in a corporate setup. It's not possible. That's why I'm telling you to either keep a range or a maximum ceiling period, not a particular specific time जिस पे आपको सोना है, because I know every day looks different in corporate job, and every day the priorities and workload is also different. Number 5, put a timer on your social media, dear God. There is one little social media app that is problem for every single one of us. For me, it's Instagram and also YouTube Reels. Yeah, I have YouTube Shorts. I watch a lot of them. They're so interesting, yeah. And I find myself, in that vicious trap of scrolling. However, I need to stop, and I know that when I saw my screen time to be like 6-7 hours, I'm like, what is this? So what I did was I put a timer on YouTube and Instagram on my phone. Now it's difficult for me to adhere to the YouTube timer because I do upload content on YouTube, तो कभी कभी वो over हो जाता है. But Instagram में I don't upload things. I put stories about my YouTube videos and stuff, but they don't take a lot of time. So whatever it is, figure out how much time you want to comfortably spend on these things and put a timer specifically. That timer will be up and your day usage will be up. And it does not matter अगर रात के 12 बजे या दिन के, वो timer up तो up. And then you need to make sure that you don't go and like switch that timer off so that you can use the social media more. You have to be disciplined about that. टाइमर सेट करने का एक बहुत ही लेटेंट बेनिफिट है, ये जो मुझे अभी हाल में समझ में आया. जब आप अपना फोन लेके टाइमर सेट करने के लिए बैठते हैं तो आप कहते हैं आधा घंटा या 1 घंटा, एंड उसके लिए यू रेफर टू योर स्क्रीन टाइम कि आप यूजुअली कितना करते हैं तो उससे कम करेंगे. And then you see, if you tell me that every single day I spend half an hour on Instagram, I'd be like, what a waste of time. Like, what do? I do nothing on Instagram. There's nothing constructive really. I'm not messaging people, nothing really. I'm just looking at reels for half an hour. That's too much. And then you sort of face yourself. Every reel is about 15 seconds, 60 seconds, 30 seconds, whatever that is. So it doesn't factor into your head that 30 seconds is actually becoming 30 minutes because you're looking at about 60 of them. So that is the realization that hits you like an iceberg when you sit to set your social media timer and when you look at your screen time. So even that will curb your habit a lot. So have social media timers so that social media has a limited space, limited usage, limited role to play in every single day of your life. Number 6, appreciate empty spaces. मैंने बार बार इसके बारे में बात की है. I'll tell you guys again. It's not important for you to fill up every single empty space in your house. As I said, if your surroundings are going to be cluttered, your mind is going to be cluttered. If you can and if you have that power in your house, don't think कि अच्छा ये टेबल खाली है इस पे एक फ्लावर पॉट रख देते हैं, ये कोना खाली है इस पे एक पेंटिंग लगा देते हैं. Why? Let spaces be empty. Not every single corner needs to be filled with a showpiece or a furniture or anything of that sort. Empty open spaces are good. Empty open spaces, when we look at them, they give us a peace, a calm that we don't even realize that we are getting from them. But it's extremely, extremely important that we realize the importance of empty spaces. If you get comfortable with empty spaces, you will also get comfortable with the idea of decluttering and emptying your houses, not acquiring more than what you actually need and want and have space in your house. Number 7, Okay, this is going to be a very controversial one, but stay with me. Cut toxic people out of your lives. I cannot stress it enough, but cut toxic people out. You do not need people around you that are going to manipulate you, that are going to gaslight you, that don't value you, that don't appreciate you, that are there to just pull your leg down, that don't want to see you succeed, that will always say something nasty, that will make sure that you always have self doubt, that will make sure that you're always low in confidence, you never grow in their presence. They stereotype you, they make fun of you, they bully you. The list is endless. ऐसे टॉक्सिक लोगों को अपनी लाइफ में रखने से कोई मतलब नहीं है. And if they are people, if somebody very very close to you is being toxic and you cannot like cut ties with them, limit their presence in your life. टॉक्सिक लोग जो होते हैं ना हमारी लाइफ में होते हैं जब, तो हमें पता नहीं लगता है, पर हम भी अपने बारे में वही सोचने लगते हैं जो वो हमारे बारे में सोच रहे हैं. दैट इज द पावर ऑफ टॉक्सिसिटी. दैट्स हाउ मच दे कैन इन्फ्लुएंस our thinking about our own selves. Very, very, very fortunately, I don't have any toxic friends right now in my life. I have very limited friends, but I don't care about it because I'm not there counting and collecting friends like Pokemon. No, I am very fine with having just a handful of friends, but they are the ones who build me. They are the ones who I have very constructive and positive friendships with. And if somebody starts getting toxic, I minimize my contact or cut ties altogether. I am very, very like brutal about it now because I value my mental peace and mental health a lot right now. So, yeah, no entry to toxic people in my life. If I would have had toxic people in my life, I would have never started this YouTube channel. I would never have started my podcast because they would have never let me. Even if I would have started, I would have given up after 2, 3 episodes. But, you know, there have been times when I wanted to give up on YouTube. I get very less views here. But my friends did not let me give up. They're like, no, you're going to do it because it makes you happy and we can see how happy it makes you. And you know that those are the real friends and those are the real people that you need in your life. So cut toxic people off and save your mental health, save your mental peace. Number 8, inculcate a habit of just sitting and doing nothing. No scrolling, empty handed, kuch bhi nahi hai haath mein, and it should be very, very, very important that you are fine with just being empty handed. You're fine with just sitting by yourself doing nothing, but just existing. I think when we have that kind of downtime, when we give that kind of downtime to us, you know, we really get time to just reflect on our lives and think about our lives and rearrange our thoughts and rearrange our mind and just like center our mind. You know, आजकल हम किसी एक चीज पे फोकस नहीं करते because we are so, you know, keen to multitask. But if you just start sitting by yourself, and I'm not necessarily saying that meditate or anything, but just if you inculcate a habit to just appreciate your own company and appreciate the company of your thoughts, I think it will really center your mind and it will help you to gain better focus at different things in your life when you actually have to do something. Number 9, spend quality times with your family members and friends. मैं अब आप कहेंगे मैं बैठती तो हूँ अपनी फैमिली के पास अपने फ्रेंड्स के पास, but it's not the same and you know it. You keep scrolling, you keep talking about politics, you keep talking about you guys keep watching TV or movies or whatever that is. Somebody or the other person has a screen, whether a phone, a tab, a laptop in their hands. That is not quality time. Quality time means just sit with them and ask them, how are you feeling? How's your physical health? How your mental health? How was your day? Just tell them whatever you want to tell them. Tell them you love them. After spending that time, you feel like you guys know each other better and you guys have gotten even closer. I think that quality time is very important. Once we start doing that, you know, yes, career and everything, these things make us happy, but nothing makes us more happy than just being surrounded by love. Once you start doing that, you will feel that love pour into your life and it will make your heart happy and it will make your mind peaceful. And number 10, and after that, I will stop my lecture. Number 10 is keep your routine simple. Now, this is a bit complicated to understand and you know, just hear me out. I mean, keep things and steps in your routine to the minimum. जैसे कि अगर आपको घर से निकलना है, कहीं जाना है, आपको अगर लगेगा कि उसमें 10 चीज़ें लगेंगी, अभी मैं ये पहनूँगी, मैं वो पहनूँगी, अभी मैं या ये भी चीज़ करनी है, वो भी चीज़ करनी है, ये उठाना है, वो उठाना है, ये भी कैरी करना है, यहाँ से जाना है, वहाँ से जाना है, तो आपको लगेगा कितना cumbersome टास्क है। If you have just very, very set things, if you have minimum clothing, you have limited clothing choices, limited jewelry choices, limited makeup choices, you will be able to pick up you will be able to design your outfit and get ready in like very minimum time. If you just keep your look simple and you don't really care much about your look, especially if you have to go for some personal reasons, you keep your steps minimum, so it won't feel like an exercise to you. Once you step out of the house, if you take just the necessities with you, your sanitizer, your mask, your keys, your phone, your wallet, maybe 1 2 things extra, if you have your bag always ready, then you won't feel like कि आपको इतनी सारी बाहर जाने के पहले इतनी सारी formalities करनी है. So just like this example, keep your routine simple. If the steps are minimum, the hassle would be minimum and you would be calmer and you would be more peaceful. I hope you guys liked today's episode. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next one.